All right, this is Roger Mark from Billings, Montana. I'm going to record the last part of this and give you the uh, reference on YouTube for this full video because vortexes, light, truth, knowledge, all this information is coming together. What we haven't been taught correctly, we've been manipulated in science, education, technology, politics, on and on. But a vortex is only part of a degree. In plain scientists, it's two segmented lines that meet at one point and then like a V, and those lines go on forever. But that's an incorrect understanding of vortex. A vortex has a positive and negative side, and if the lines were not stopped at that point, they would intersect and they continue forever. And you've got positive, negative, you've got congruent and incongruent. You've got both sides of the spectrum, both sides of the full spectrum of truth. So it should look more like an X that goes, or two V's that go in infinity in both directions. And they're not going both directions, but it also goes sideways, horizontally, if you understand this, and it is like a complete circle that goes for infinity, like a bubble or sphere that goes for infinity, any size, any direction, any depth. So if it's done properly, you understand that a complete vortex, not just a segment of it, goes in all directions, and it goes negative, positive, and also horizontally and also vertically, infinitesimally in all directions, like a dot with lines going out in all 365 degrees when it's complete, kind of like a sun. So if you understand it completely, it should be more like a sun. Anyhow, let's go on with what they're saying here, with health, with light and truth, and with this doctrine, what it started.
Also started a device that is a tiny little thing about this big. You've created that people can use by themselves at home. I mean, once they know what the problem is, if you have food poisoning or whatnot, you have chips that go in and give that homeopathic information, and it works very similarly to the big unit.
Now, he said all colds are symptoms of food poisoning. That's a very interesting comment.
It works very, very much similar, but it's a home device. And if you have regular food poisoning or something like that.
So this chikey device they've made with these chips that they can stick in it, and this device to start it and stop it, very simple to create this frequency and to move it through your body. Very interesting.
You can put a chip in for food poisoning, and you can.
What about like sleep disturbance?
Sleep disturbance, you can. You can't do allergy testing. It's bullshit.
Yeah. Okay. It's BS. Okay. Allergy testing is BS. Okay. What about light itself? We can't talk about this without talking about the sun, which I brought up earlier, and the information coming from the sun. And you're really big on get rid of the sunglasses, get rid of the sunblock, and allow the sun.
Yeah, but I mean, since the light of the sun is so many times more intensive than it used to be 20, 30 years ago, everything needs to be in moderation. I mean, sun worshippers, you can't do that anymore.
No, you can't lie out at noon for 3 or 4 hours.
No, I mean, I myself, I also build it up slowly.
Yes.
I mean, I do 10 minutes.
10 minutes,
yes. And
taking a walk in the early morning when the light is still
when the
soft.
light is, in the early morning or late afternoon.
But it's important that we have it through our eyes.
Yeah, Dutch naturopathic doctor, an MD, he discovered that the increase in cancer came at the same time with the invention of sunglasses.
Of course. Interesting. Okay, enough said on that. Okay, now we have a couple minutes left, and what I wanted to bring up was I was excited about it when I read about what you were doing now, because you're now many generations, 6, 7 generations in from the technology that helped our friend here recover from all those infections back in the mid-'80s.
Now we're going to show you the instrument here. I'm going to see if I can find the link on this device because this should be used by everybody to help remedy a lot of problems in the system.
But you have also started a device that is a tiny little thing about this big. You've created that people can use by themselves at home. I mean, once they know what the problem is, if you have food poisoning or whatnot, you have chips that go in and give that homeopathic information, and it works very similarly to the big unit.
It works very, very much similar, but it's a home device. And if you have regular food poisoning or something like that.
So the image isn't very clear, but there's a chikey and there's a stop and a start. I don't know if it's peak or on or off. I don't know, but there's 4 buttons here. Here's the chip that goes into this evidently somewhere and creates a frequency. Probably battery ran.
You can put a chip in for food poisoning.